Hey, Lions fans! The Lions are going to start the 2024 NFL season with a bang, facing a rare sequence of playoff rematches. That's right, it's not every day that a team opens the year against two opponents. Wait until you see who they'll face. And there's more. In addition to this challenge, Campbell declares that James Houston is not an entity for the Lions. Leave your like and wait until you see what he had to say. The Detroit Lions are kicking off the 2024 NFL season in unique fashion, starting with two rematches from last year's playoffs. Despite not playing their sharpest football, Detroit managed to secure a win over the Washington Commanders in Week 1. Next, they're set to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Ford Field, marking another clash with a team they eliminated in the 2023 divisional round. This isn't just any ordinary start to the season for Detroit. ESPN recently highlighted that the Lions are only the fourth team in NFL history to begin a season with two consecutive games against playoff opponents from the previous year. The other three teams that did so, the 2007 New England Patriots, the 1984 San Francisco 49ers, and the 1966 Green Bay Packers, all went on to reach the Super Bowl. Head coach Dan Campbell downplayed the historical context, choosing to focus on the present and the challenge ahead. "It's important to win any game," Campbell said. "We just have to focus on getting a little better week by week, player by player, coach by coach. If we do that, we'll raise our level of play and be in good shape." On the other side, Tampa Bay quarterback Baker Mayfield is gearing up for what he expects to be a tough battle in a rowdy Detroit environment. "Playing at Ford Field is always a fun atmosphere," Mayfield remarked. "Dan Campbell always has his team ready to play, and we know it's going to be a physical game. We just need to be prepared for that and handle the crowd noise." With the Lions aiming to build on last year's playoff run and the Bucs looking to spoil the home opener, it's shaping up to be an intense Week 2 matchup. If history is any indicator, Detroit may be on the path to something special this season. Now, get ready, because Marcus Davenport's absence could change the scenario for the next match. Will DJ Reader take the lead on the defensive line? The Detroit Lions may be without veteran edge rusher Marcus Davenport for Sunday's game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as he has been sidelined all week with a groin injury. Although not surprising given his injury history, his absence could leave a significant gap in the Lions' defense. During his media session on Friday, head coach Dan Campbell addressed the team's options if Davenport can't suit up. He pointed out that Davenport's potential absence might be offset by the return of DJ Reader, giving the Lions more flexibility along the defensive line. "The good news is we get DJ Reader back this week," Campbell said. "That opens up more versatility on the D-line because between Kyle Pico, Alim McNeil, Levi Onwuzurike, and Pascal, they can all rotate from nose tackle to three technique and even play the big end." Notably, Campbell left edge rusher James Houston out of the conversation when discussing who could step in. Houston was a healthy scratch in Week 1, and his role remains uncertain heading into Week 2. Despite his preseason performance, where he logged a sack in the finale, Houston hasn't solidified his spot in the lineup. Linebacker Derek Barnes, however, hinted to the Detroit Free Press that he might see more time as an edge rusher this week, further complicating Houston's chances of getting on the field. Campbell also emphasized the importance of special teams and versatility when determining who dresses on game day, indirectly suggesting that Houston still has to prove his value beyond pass rushing. "So much of it is, could be him, or it's the defensive back," Campbell explained. "What's going to bring more to the team? Special teams play into that. What about injuries in other areas? How many snaps is he going to get? I can't answer that clearly, but we'd love to get him up if the opportunity presents itself." Despite making the initial 53-man roster, Houston's position feels precarious. The Lions coaching staff has yet to see him become more than a one-dimensional player, and the plan to expand his role during the preseason fell short. With Davenport listed as doubtful, Houston's specialized skill set as a pass rusher could, in theory, make him a candidate to step in. But Campbell's comments suggest otherwise. It appears Campbell may have been reluctant to keep Houston on the roster, with general manager Brad Holmes perhaps advocating for him. While Houston is still part of the Lions squad, he could be headed for a second straight healthy scratch, and his future in Detroit may be in jeopardy unless he shows significant improvement. In my opinion, the matchup against the Bucs will be a real test for the Lions, especially without Marcus Davenport. I believe we will see DJ Reader taking on a big responsibility, but everything can change depending on Campbell's choices. What do you think? Are the Lions ready for another win? Leave your comment below and click on the Final Screens video for more exclusive analysis.